Lakey Peterson up against Tatiana Weston-Webb. It's going to be a good battle.
I cannot wait to get this thing underway. I mean, just the fact that I'm frothing this morning, the waves that we were greeted with, coming around the cliffs, looking at the bay, I'm just so excited to see, you know, what eventuates. I mean, you look at Lakey Peterson, Tatiana Weston-Webb.
20 seconds away from a heat restart, and a set wave rolls our way, and it's Tatiana Weston-Webb who's going to swing. So we won't see a restart. Tatiana trying to fight her way in front of this ride. Nice transition snap to get through to the inside. Let's see if this one bowls up. She throws her board vertically, but just gets knocked off her feet trying to ride out of that critical last turn.
Yeah, it's exciting to see Honolulu wake up from that sleepy 9 minutes that we had. You see that airdropping drop that Tatiana takes. She had to negotiate around this section. First heat of the morning, first wave of the day. So Tatiana getting things started, cracks that one up, but like you mentioned, unfortunately, was unable to ride it out.
Well, unfortunately for Tatiana, though, failed to complete that end section move. It would have driven the score a little bit higher, but it came through at a 2.67. The winner of this heat is going to be taking on Alessa Curzon in quarterfinal #1, and Alessa is with Chelsea Cannell at the moment. And it's Lakey with priority. Let's see if she utilises it. She swings. A beautiful looking wall stretching out in front. The Californian bashes that first section. Driving through to the inside now. Waiting for this wave just to slow down in pace. She gets in another solid turn and then pulls through the back. Just over 19.5 minutes to go.
As we see Tatiana, she also had a little sniff at that wave, but Lakey Peterson, like you mentioned, with priority, cracks that one. That's a surfing. We've seen that speed turn there from Lakey. Just under that lip and then bashes it there. So 2 turns from Lakey, like you mentioned. That was so impressive. And we talk about Lakey's ability to perform under pressure. We saw her last year at Trestles pull out that air reverse against Chris Moore in round 4.
Here's a smaller wave on the inside for Lakey without priority. Has a look at it. Gets one turn in and then decides that there's not enough points. She doesn't want to ride it too far to the inside. Lakey Peterson out in front at the moment. She just rode a wave during the break. We're going to bring it to you in a second. But it looks like she will increase her lead over Tatiana Weston-Webb. Let's have a look at it. Rosie, take us through it.
She glides into this one. It's underneath Tatiana's priority. Just gliding through this section, getting a lot of speed. Another good crack there from Lakey. She's able to ride that one out. I kind of like that wave from Lakey Peterson.
I loved it. The kind of canvas that will offer multiple critical sections. Here she goes now. Driving off the bottom, into the pocket. Strong first turn. Just slightly off balance as she looks to drive into that second maneuver. And now behind her, things playing out nicely for Lakey Peterson. Lakey gets the opportunity on a bigger wave to get some solid turns done, racing down the line. And she's going to kick out of this one. Who's also surfing beautifully at the moment. As without priority, Tatiana looks to really switch things up on Lakey Peterson here. Driving down the line, has a lot of speed for this belt. Jams it, a beautiful turn, taking some aggression out on this wave, gets a solid finish and makes sure this time that she rides out. This is going to be a good score and get her back in the heat. She needed an 8.5. A smaller wave, it might not go 8.5, but it could be pretty comparable to Lakey's 6.5.
Yeah, definitely. Those are a few beautiful turns. Similar size wave as we see Tatiana stroking in to this wave, lines up that section, cracks it off the lip, and really this is the section where the girls are really negotiating, picking up a lot of speed. You see her burning a little bit of that speed off there before she goes into that bottom turn, and then the third time there's a Houdini out of that foam. So great surfing from Tatiana Weston-Webb, needing that 8.5.
Coco in that round, so it's going to be exciting to watch as the judges check the replay of the exchange between Lakey Peterson and Tatiana Weston-Webb here.
Yeah, that's interesting. Just pulling up this wave for reference. This is the 6.5 from Lakey Peterson. Like that finish from Lakey.
Lakey got a cleaner hit on the end section for sure, but her second turn was more of a transition, whereas Tatiana was able to lay into it a little more.
Yeah, this is really going to be very interesting, the choice that the judges take here. I mean, that was another great hit from Tatiana, and the way that she finished this wave off, riding through that white water, you know, commitment, degree of difficulty, variety. There was 3 very impressive turns from Tatiana.
Well, the judges liked it. They liked it a little better than Lakey's ride, a 7.23. And Tatiana Weston-Webb has narrowed Lakey's lead, and she's now after a 4.77. Let's check out what's unfolded so far. Lakey Peterson getting the better of Tatiana on the opening exchange.
Lakey Peterson just dropping into this beautiful canvas, hits it off the top there. You can see that beautiful angle of the jet skis watching as she comes on through to this turn, smashes it again, a lot of speed to burn. Exit out of that one. This is underneath Tatiana's priority. Lakey Peterson takes off, painted a carving snap there. Picking up a lot of speed on this inside section, cracks it again. Lakey Peterson looking the goods. Lip line floater, bashes it off there.
This is Tatiana's last ride, under priority. First turn is strong. Oh, sorry, this was early on. This is the 3.5. And then we saw the paddle battle, which Lakey won. She was actually a little further inside than Tatiana, but managed to overtake her. But to the credit of the 19-year-old, she turned it all around. Back to live action now, and Lakey uses priority on this one and drives off the bottom into that first section. Sends a big sheet of spray flying. Second turn, not bad, but the wave shut down to get into the lead.
Things could get very interesting now, Ronnie.
Well, she's going to make a move now and try and get the lead with this ride. Nice backhand start, big vertical approach. Drives off the bottom, winds through a backhand carve to mix things up. And really putting together a strong sequence of turns here. Gets the finish that she needs. She'll get the number, but it's still going to be close. She's after a 4.77 to move into the lead. Silvana Lima, she was the veteran on the championship tour at 31 years of age, but you're watching the youngest surfer on the tour, Tatiana Weston-Webb, with a composed performance on this ride, Rosie.
Yeah, needing that 4.77 left out the back with priority. She elects to take off on this wave, and those couple turns that she was able to peel off on her backhand were just so strong and impressive. Talk about performing under pressure and making the most of opportunities. Tatiana rides that out, you can hear.
Just under a minute remaining, and Lakey Peterson's last ride, we had the channel view of it on camera, and we were looking into that ride. But the judges liked the 2 turns, so it must have looked good from where they're perched on top of the cliff. She got a 5.63. It went into her top 2. But the score has just dropped for Tatiana Weston-Webb. The requirement had grown, but she put a 6.33 on the board with a nice sequence of backhand snaps. Just over 30 seconds to go, and this wave is stretching out. She's going to have to go to town. She gets some speed up to get started. And as the wave slows down, she'll start to dig in. Driving off the bottom, bashes the lip, a strong first turn, approaches once again, drifts that tail and can't hold on. It was only 2 moves. They were both strong, but the last one, she just fell over a rail, riding out of the turn, and she's going to come up short. Tatiana Weston-Webb getting the job done, and it's going to be an all goofy-footed quarterfinal matchup with the lesser coups on.